So I'm driving to work right now, and man, it is dusk and the sky is so amazing. I say that a lot, and my son, who I drive to and from work often, is like, when have you been so obsessed with the sky? Because I'll be like, oh, isn't the sky beautiful this morning? Whatever. And I feel like I've always loved the variation in the sky, the sunset, the clouds, the daytime. It doesn't matter what time of day, whether it's dark and dreary or whatever. The amazing uniqueness of every single day just is incredible to me. It's so amazing how infinitely creative our God is, because I've never seen two clouds the same, two sunsets the same, two sunrises the same. Not that I see a lot of sunrises, because I'm not a morning person, but it's always just such an amazing and beautiful sight. And I love that reminder of how infinitely creative God is. And as I sit sometimes in my hardships, in my trials, in my temptations, whatever the case may be, and I say to God, you know, maybe you should fix it just like this. The sky is often a reminder to me that God never does something the same way twice. And if you look at the Bible, through all the stories and all the things that God did, He never once repeated His solution to a problem or the way that He saved His people. And I love that also, that reminder that God has so much more creative ideas and abilities to answer our prayers, to solve our problems, to provide our way out than we could ever possibly imagine. And it reminds me of the verse that says, His ways are not my ways. His ways are higher than my ways. I cannot possibly fathom all the way of God. Why He does things the way He does, why He allows the things that He allows. Well, that one I can fathom, because He gave us free choice. We can go down a rabbit trail with that one. But just the infinite possibilities that there are in life, and we are so narrow-minded. Even the most creative person on earth is so narrow-minded compared to God. What an amazing God we serve. And I guess there's a question, do we serve God or do we serve self? It is so hard sometimes not to tell God how you want Him to answer your prayers, and to open your mind to how He's doing it. And sometimes even to open our minds enough to see the blessing in the hardship. I was scrolling a bit today, a bit too much. Anytime I scroll, I always find that it's a bit too much. But anyway, I watched several things that were, for whatever reason, I feel like God put in front of me these ones that were just all kind of about that. Like, God has you in this place. Why? God has you in this place, so there's a reason. God has you in this place. Look for the blessing. God has you in this place. Rest in the Lord. So that has been kind of the message to my heart this afternoon, is that God has me in the place that I'm at. And there are plenty of blessings if I open my mind and I embrace the possibilities, all the blessings, the little tiny, from the tiniest ones, from having the air to breathe, to my health, to a roof over my head, and children that love me, and a job to go to, and a car to drive. Like, all the things that we may even take for granted. I think sometimes because we live in the United States, we think that some of these things are rights, not privileges. And anyway, all of that to say, look around you. As we look at nature, we see the hand of God, and we see the blessing, and that should inspire us in our lives to open our eyes